Hey guys, this is Drake41, and this is October, the month of horrors. And I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of gameplay with something that I enjoy as well as I enjoy watching wrestling, and that is horror films. So, this video, I want to have a little dialogue with you guys, and or question: who is the best horror film killer? Or what would you call them? A franchise? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Subscribe to my channel because it doesn't matter. Like this video because it doesn't matter. Subscribe because it doesn't matter. So, this is going to be a Hell in a Cell match. And in this Hell in a Cell match, I've actually created some calls of horror film icons. The first one you can see is clearly Chucky, or the best representation of Chucky that you can make, because you can't make a call that's 1 foot tall. You can't, or a foot and a half, I guess. You just can't. A lot of work went into, or decision making went into, which horror film icons can I put in it, because you can't put them all in. You can't sit there and say this horror film icon can be with this one, even if they are an icon. Like, some of them aren't. Next one you see is Hellraiser. Now, Hellraiser for me, I like the first 3, maybe 4 films of Hellraiser, and the most recent one that came out, I think it came out in 2017. But yeah, I don't know. Did it come out in 2017? I think it came out in 2018. I can't remember. I remember I seen it, and I was just like, it's okay. So the first 3 and the last one were good Hellraiser movies. The ones in between, man, you could throw that in a melting dumpster. I mean, you could throw it in a dumpster and then throw the dumpster in a volcano. Like, that's how just extra trash they were. They were no good. So yeah, so we have Chucky, we have Pinhead. So in this match, I'm just gonna let the computer do its thing and see who the computer would consider a winner. And who is this? Ooh, it's my boy. Kind of strange that he would have pyro, seeing how he doesn't like fire, but it's fine. It's fine. You guys are probably asking, hey, are these calls up for download? No. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Nobody knows for sure. It's October. Maybe. Who knows? Probably not. But who knows? Freddy Krueger, I enjoyed the majority of the movies that he was in. For some reason, I didn't really like Freddy vs. Jason. And I didn't like the remake. The remake was okay. I can't say I didn't like it. It was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. With this one, I'm gonna have to say, the first couple of films, like the Wes Craven, like A New Nightmare. Oh, that was trash. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't know. Like, Freddy Krueger is supposed to be like a campy character. Like, he's silly, but he's kind of a pedophile. I'm just gonna put it out there. He kind of is. But I don't know. As far as ranking him, he's up there. He's definitely up there. I think there is a trinity of the horror film icon. There definitely is. I'm not gonna say who was in mine. Matter of fact, I'll say who's in mine. I'm gonna say it's Jason. I'm gonna say it's Freddy Krueger. Who? It's Jason and Freddy Krueger, but I can't. That third spot. Because Michael Myers, to be completely honest, I didn't really watch a lot of Halloween. I mean, I've seen them all, but I never watched one that was like, oh, that's my favorite. But forget all that right now. We got Jason coming in, and it's crazy because it was like, when I was creating this Jason, I wanted to make it different from every other call of Jason that anybody has ever done. But it was just like, you know what? Why even try to make it different? Do what everybody else is doing, but add on to it, like that mask. That mask right there with the chopped forehead piece. The coat with the blood on it. A lot of people didn't do that. Like, nobody put blood on any of the characters that they created. Now the Pinhead, I didn't create that one. I didn't create Pinhead, but every other one that has like blood on it, I had to put blood on it because they're killing people. See, and my boy Mike had to have blood on him. You know what I'm saying? Like these calls weren't difficult to make at all. They were very simple. Well, no, there are some technical aspects to making a Michael Myers, because they don't have a jumpsuit with the full sleeve. So you got to get kind of creative. A mask where his mouth, like his mouth doesn't open. They don't have one, and also to be able to use hair. It's a couple of technical things that you have to do in order to make that. I mean it's cool. This is something new for me because I never made horror movie icon calls. Never. And no, I mean I've been making calls of every other, like every wrestler that I can think of. Not every wrestler, but a good portion of them. So I was just saying to myself, hey, if I could sit there and make all these wrestlers, their tattoos and all this, why can't I make horror film icons who wear like jumpsuits or masks? Very simplistic stuff. This was fun. This was fun making Leatherface. It was fun. I enjoyed making him. Cause he's silly. I don't know. For some reason, I just consider Leatherface silly. Like he's like a man child who's silly but a killer. So I had to make him run. Cause he runs anyway. He's like one of the horror film icons who's a big guy who will run after you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely had to make him with that aspect to his character. You know what I'm saying? Like he runs around, like he'll chase you. Um, yeah, pretty cool. But no, I enjoy watching horror films. I remember watching horror films when I was a kid. The first one I remember watching was Child's Play, and I remember like just watching it. I wasn't scared until I had to go to sleep. And when I went to sleep, I woke up in the middle of the night, and my bedroom was down the hallway from the kitchen, and the garbage can was right there. Like once you go into the entrance of the kitchen, the garbage can was on the left hand side, and it was like a beeline straight from my room to the kitchen where the garbage can was. I don't know what I was thinking as a kid, but I looked at that garbage can and I swore it like morphed into the shape of Chucky, and it was running towards me in slow motion. It had me so shook that I couldn't get out of bed to close the door. Like I just stared at it as a kid, and I remember being so freaked out. And it's weird because you would think as a kid it was like if something freaked you out, you wouldn't you wouldn't want to be around it anymore. You wouldn't want to like deal with it at all. But the craziest thing was it was just like that had me so interested in horror films. And after that, I can remember like staying up late at night, flipping through channels, and then finding Hellraiser, and then finding Jason. But let me speak to you about Hellraiser. I think like Hellraiser. I think the first one I seen was probably Bloodlines, where it was an artist who it was like three generations, and the last generation he made a spaceship that was the cube where it can trap the Xenobites or Xenobites. How Xeno, whatever, where you could trap them, but he was going to trap them in space. I think that was the first one, and then like mind you, I'm going to age myself now. Okay, I seen a lot of these movies in the '90s. All right, mid to late '90s. So it just is what it is. I'm just going to put that out there. Um, I have to say that because you guys are probably like, wait a minute, like you don't probably know how old I am. It's fine. But yeah, I watched a lot of this stuff in the '90s. But back to the story I hand. So watching that got me interested in Pinhead because Pinhead seems like such a different character where he would talk to you, but he didn't chase you. He didn't, you know, you didn't really see him like move around a lot. Like he would stay still and body everybody. And to me, that was like so different because Chucky would chase you, Michael Myers would chase you, Jason would chase you, Leatherface would chase you. Freddy Krueger, for the most part, I mean, because he was in your dreams, you move around pretty fluidly, but he would still chase you. But Pinhead would, he would sit still and he would throw his hooks at you, and he could just not even throw him, but just look in an angle, in a particular area, hooks would come down and grab you, hooks would come down from the other way. And it was rare times, if ever, you ever really seen him chase anybody. I don't think you have in any of the films. And that's something that's so different about a horror film icon, where he's scary, but he's not a demon. He's not a demon. He's not an angel. Well, depending on who writes the movie, because some of the movies they kind of mixed it up a bit, and first he is, and then he's not, and like even in some of the movies they say, some consider us angels, some consider us demons, but our pleasure is pain. But hey, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Michael Myers for me was kind of like, I don't know, kill your whole family, and then the one person you're chasing throughout all the movies is your sister. And I mean, with them remaking it, it's pretty cool. Not remaking it, but kind of like nullifying the other movies, the additional movies. I think what they started with part two. I think that was the case, that they started with part two and then went from there. But I know one thing for sure with Michael Myers, I don't know, he seems very basic and just a beeline to his sister and whoever got in his way. Chucky, like I said, that was the first scary movie I seen. Now Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I remember watching the new generation one that had Matthew McConaughey in it. If you guys even remember that one. That one kind of put me on, and that's where I kind of got the idea that he was like a crazy, zany killer. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's commentate on this match. Chucky giving Jason the big bulldog, going for the pin. Referee going for the count. And it's well. Now, why would Leatherface break it up? Because he's out of his mind. That's why. He's out of his mind. But what are your guys' favorite horror film franchise? What's your top three? Do you guys like watching horror films? Is October a month where you say, "Ooh, I want to watch something scary"? Do you guys enjoy indie horror films? Because I know I definitely enjoy indie horror films. Indie horror films for me, it's like okay. If you say I can only watch two types of movies, I'm gonna say any Marvel movie that comes out and every horror film. Like, I have to have action, because in the Marvel movies you're gonna have action and comedy. In the horror films, you gotta just it's I don't know. It a lot of horror films don't scare me. Some of them are disgusting as hell, like Red Inferno. Ooh, ooh. Oh my! Listen, if you guys haven't seen Red Inferno, okay, Red Inferno is kind of like the Cannibal Holocaust. I think they really got a lot of their substance from Cannibal Holocaust. And Cannibal Holocaust, not even Cannibal Holocaust, crazy movie. Like, that movie will make you pause and have to take some time away from the movie and go back to it. I enjoy that. And it's like, if a movie can get me to stop watching it, not because it's a bad movie, but just because it's a gruesome movie, and it really takes a lot to get through it, straight through it, that's what I enjoy. Like I said, the last movie that did that to me was Red Inferno. Now, there's this movie, and I don't even think it's it has to be a horror film, but I'm taking it as a thriller, a horror thriller, or psychological horror. It's gonna have to be a Serbian film. Now, it's difficult to find that movie, but when you find it, you found it. A Serbian film is no joke. A Serbian film is not for teenagers. It's not even for adults, to be honest. I don't know how. This wasn't an American movie. I can tell you that because of the subject matter that's in it. They've really dived deep into it. No pun intended. But, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But as far as a horror film that wants to stand out, that was a movie that wanted to stand out and just be a one and done. There will never be a sequel to a Serbian film because I don't think it will work in today's times. I mean, it's not like an old, wild, old movie. Like, the movie has to be no older than probably 6, 7 years old, if that. Maybe it was made in the early 2010s. I'm not too sure. I just remember like hearing a lot about it, and I was like, you know what? I can handle horror films. Like, horror films aren't nothing to me. Like, it's normal. It's something that I watch on a regular basis. But sometimes I'm wrong. Um, Cannibal Holocaust was one of them. Uh, Red Inferno was one of them. A Serbian film was definitely one of them. Um, there's this other movie, The Frankenstein Theory, where these people go into like the Arctic Circle to find Frankenstein. Oh, it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. Like, you guys, I think it might be on Netflix. I think I watched it on Netflix. But if you guys feel like you can handle horror film and you really want to challenge yourself, I would say watch Cannibal Holocaust, Red Inferno, and a Serbian film. If you can find a Serbian film. You might have to download it. There's not no streaming platform that actually will have that because it has some very dark themes in it. I had to download it or stream it. I can't 100% remember where, but it was definitely something very serious. Like, it was really, really serious, and kind of had me messed up for a second because watching, I was like, oh, okay, that's where we going. That's what we doing. As you guys can see, it's the final three in here. We got Jason, we got Pinhead, and Leatherface. I wonder who's gonna win this one. To be honest, I cannot. I'm thinking Leatherface because he's so much bigger and stronger. But I don't know. I don't know. These movie icons, they all die. No, Leatherface never got killed in his movie. Yeah, I don't think Leatherface ever got killed. Yeah, that's wild. Have you guys ever watched like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I don't think he ever got killed in those movies. I really don't. Like, I don't think that has happened. I'm trying to think. It always ended like with him chasing somebody. I remember the one, like the last one I seen where it wasn't the last one, but it was like some girl who, like, it was cousin, like she was related to him, and she saved him in the end. That was so dumb because he killed her boyfriend, but her boyfriend was cheating on her. I don't know. Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ones kind of doled out for me. I mean, just like a lot of the horror films, like throughout the years, they kind of dole out on it. But it kind of is what it is when it boils down to that, because it's just like a lot of the movie execs or the higher up people I'll never know decide that it can't be as gruesome as what brought it to the table, which makes no sense to me. A horror film is supposed to have horror. You don't take away what brought it to the table, because let put it like this: the world we live in now is more crazier than the world of movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, movies can only imitate what's going on in the real world. So if you're gonna make a horror film, you have to make it so completely like out of the realm of normal. And what I mean by normal is it's like a PG horror film. Seriously, a P like horror film genre shouldn't be a P. It should automatically be rated R. Automatically be rated R. If you look back at movies from the past up until now, like, there were PG-13 movies back in like the 70s and 80s that had nudity. Like, seriously, not PG-13, but PG movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and rated R movies were nuts. Like, Cannibal Holocaust was rated R, and they have full frontal nudity in that, which is crazy. But at the same time, it's like that's what was accepted back in those days. And I don't know, it's just like movies nowadays are scared to go the extra mile. Like, I would love to see a horror film where they go all out, where it's not like let's tiptoe around this. let's just try to make our money back. No, let's go all out. If you make a cult classic, people will buy it. Word of mouth does still exist, and now you can definitely make your money. I don't know. I just enjoy horror film movies, and horror film movies in general are great movies because it pulls in your fears. It makes you walk into the dark and have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know. It's just something to me where it's just it makes you it pulls that emotion from you, whether it's something that disgusts you or something that scares you. It's multiple things like a comedy is funny. It's funny. But a horror film pulls different emotions from you. Horror films make you feel multiple ways, in one scene. And that's definitely something that I enjoy. And that's probably one of the reasons why, or one of the biggest reasons why, I truly enjoy horror films. And horror films to me are just, I don't know, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy them. But hey, in the description, not in the description, in the comment section, I'm bugging. Subscribe to my channel for that. And in the comment section, who do you think should have been in this match? Who do you consider a horror film icon? Uh, what are your favorite horror movies? Like, subscribe, comment. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.